Hi, everyone. My name is Andrea Beem, and I am the owner of the Beem Team LLC here in Albany, Oregon. I wanted to start posting these videos for you guys so that you can start to see what the markets are doing specifically in your areas, and not just on the news that you see either nationally or even out of like Portland or Eugene. I wanted to be able to see what's happening in Lynn County, Albany, or in North Albany and Benton County, Albany, what's happening in Scioto and Jefferson and Stayton and Corvallis and Philomath and all these different, micro areas that we're all so close together, and yet the markets can be very different, just 15 minutes apart. So we will be posting these market statistic updates for you once a month so that you can see what's happening directly in your own town, your own neighborhoods, and not have to rely on, watching the news to be able to get that information. So I want to start off with this video, which is going to be in regards to Lynn County, Albany. So obviously, this side of the bridge, we'll do a separate video for North Albany. And we're going to just cover a couple of the stats. I know that statistics can sometimes make people's eyes completely glass over, so I will try to make it as exciting as I possibly can. Numbers can maybe to some people not be super exciting, but I do find them very informational, and they tell a story and they help us make decisions. And so for that purpose, I love the numbers. So what I'll start out with is just the median sales price. So the median sales price in Lynn County, Albany, Oregon, it is roughly around $380,000 right now. That did go down just a hair, about a little over 6%, from November to December of 2022, but it didn't drastically go down. So we're hovering right about 380,000. And then our closed sales, that has taken a hit. We had 39 closed homes in Lynn County, Albany, and that was down by 45% over December of 2021. So just comparing December of last year to December of 2022, there was a 45% decrease. The market has definitely been shifting. So the good news was that it was up a little over 2% from November. So it rallied back just a hair there at the end of the year. And then your days on the market. So your average time that you spend on the market right now would be around 56 days. That's to getting an offer on your home. And in that time period, it's good to know, just for planning purposes, right? Like, how long might it take me to sell my house in the current market? So this one, I'm going to share two numbers with you. From December of 2022, if you compare it back to December of 2021, that days on market time is up 30%. Now, obviously, we have a few more homes on the market. And so that raise in days on the market is just indicative of the market that we're in right now, and we've slowed down a bit. So the interesting thing is that when you compare November 2022 to December of 2022, it actually went down by 12%. So we actually shaved some time off of getting those houses sold, and we're able to speed up that process just a little bit. Another number that is an interesting number for me to look at is just the percentage of list price being received. So when you have a listing price, how close of an offer are you getting to that price, and where are you closing at, right? There can be some negotiations that happen from point A to point B, but sellers are getting 99.4% of their list price right now on average, right? So that's just the average. Not everyone will get that, and some people will get more, but that is the average right now. So that has gone down. The last 2 years, we've obviously been seeing that well above 100%. People were getting way over their asking price. So that has adjusted a bit. And then the last number I want to share with you guys that I really look at is months supply of inventory. Now, if you're like, Andrea, what the heck is that? Well, I will explain. So months supply of inventory simply means if we stopped putting any listings on the market today, at the rate that we are selling through listings, how many months would it take us to sell through our current amount of inventory? And so our month supply of inventory for Lynn County, Albany right now is sitting at 1.7 months of inventory. Now, here's where that comes into play. So back in 2008, 9, 10, I'm sure nobody wants to remember those time periods, but we had upwards of, in some places, 18 months of inventory, 20 months of inventory. I can even remember some specific areas being even higher than that. And obviously that's an extreme. However, when we look at a balanced market in the last 50 years, a balanced market has been 6 months of inventory. And anything less than that would be considered a seller's market, and anything more than that would be considered a buyer's market. There's been a lot of talk in the real estate industry that might really not be the norm anymore, that the 6 months of inventory might be a thing of the past as being considered a balanced market. But that's just, some conversations that have been happening in the real estate realm. So technically 1.7 months of inventory is still a seller's market. However, what you can expect right now as a seller is that buyers are anticipating being able to negotiate a little bit more. We're seeing a huge uptick in buyers asking for help with their closing costs. That is very common to see that come through on an offer right now. And also asking for some repairs to be done. We haven't experienced that in the last 1 to 2 years very much, if at all. And so it is a little bit of a shift that it can take consumers some time to get used to. So I like you guys to be educated and prepared and know what's happening in the market right in your own town. If you guys have questions about, any of these stats that I share, or if you have questions about your own specific home and your unique situation, then please reach out to us and schedule a consultation with us and let us sit down and talk with you about your own scenario, your own situation. Not any two properties or sellers situations ever seem to be identical. So let us sit down, have that consultation with you, and answer your questions. And I look forward to seeing you on the next market update. Thank you so much.